Several new features related to invoicing your customers have been released, and I'm just going to go through and quickly show you how to set up a customer that you want to send a bill to and what some of those options are. So the first thing we want to do is under sales, we can go right into customer invoices. And if you go to the ... menu right at the top right, you can click on manage terms. This is where you define your different terms of payment. In this case, and by default, I've got 3 different terms of payment: net 30, net 60, and net 90. I can add a new term by clicking the add terms. I can say net 45. For the description, you can just enter the number of days when the invoice is due. And if you want to give them a discount, if they pay within the first 10 days, I can say a 5% discount. This will simply be a discount that is applied to the invoice if paid early. I'll go ahead and hit save, and you'll see that I've added those terms of payment. So what I can do now is I can go to any customer and basically assign terms and actually a credit limit to that customer. So this is more of an accounts receivable function. If you've got a customer that's a regular customer that you want to send a bill to, or maybe you have a local police department that purchases from you, or another business that buys product from you and you want to provide them with terms of payment. So again, when I go and edit any customer, I'll just pull up customer here. If I scroll down, you'll see that I can choose the actual terms that that customer has. So you'll see it down here. I can assign a credit limit, and I can also choose what terms this customer has. So let me assign this particular customer net 45, and I'll just save that. And now when I go into a sale, as long as that customer has terms, and I can just choose one of my registers here. Let me turn off those messages because it's not seeing the credit card terminal. So let's go ahead and select this customer. And I'm not going to use their points. And at this point, let's go ahead and choose a couple of items. I'll just pull up this box of ammo. Now, when I'm ready to complete this transaction, of course, they can pay cash or credit card, but if I hit continue, you'll see that there's a store account option. You'll also see that the terms for this customer are now showing right on the invoice screen. I can change the terms if this particular invoice, you want to give them different terms. And once I choose the store account, select terms of payment, you'll notice that I can simply hit add payment. It will default to create the invoice, so you don't have to check that box. And I'll just hit add payment, and then I can complete the sale. All right, so this shows the sales receipt. It also shows the terms of payment on the sale. So this tells your customer, hey, this invoice is due at a certain date. But this isn't the actual invoice. This is just the sale receipt. So what this does is it creates an invoice under Customer Invoices. And the reason for that is if you're entering a special order in coreSTORE and you're only doing a partial shipment, you'll have the order that has all the items in it, which will produce a sale receipt. Again, you wouldn't complete the sale. You would just suspend it. And subsequently, it will create an invoice just for the amount of what you're shipping. So you'll notice that I've got an invoice here. I'll click on current, or I can just click this X and it will show me all the invoices. So I've got my invoice with net 45 days. You'll notice also that it calculates the due date for that order. And I'll go ahead and edit that so I can see here's the invoice. And what I can also do is I can actually view the invoice. I can email it if I want to. And once you email it, we're actually tracking the last date that that invoice was sent on. You can also do partial payments against an invoice, and it will track all of that information right in coreSTORE. Will track your aging of your invoices, and it will provide you your functionality that you need from an accounts receivable standpoint. Thanks for watching this video.